Hello there today YouTube. I was requested a video by don't know how to pronounce that, yeah. Thank you for your request. So I know that you asked me for a MySQL, an SQL service from Microsoft, and I said that I could make you one for MySQL. So here it goes. I hope this is help to you. Maybe it's the same, but I don't like the Microsoft version. So first of all, you need to go to mysql.com and click on the download section. And obviously nowadays they've changed the installer package where you actually click the download button and you get the MySQL server, all of the supported connectors, the workbench and examples of the module, a sample database and the documentation to get you going. I can teach you as much as you like about the MySQL. I know quite a bit about it. So obviously you select the type you want, which is only Windows. Obviously it's 32-bit. What's the difference here then? By the looks of it, nothing. Right. So let's click the download. Right, the bottom one looks like a newer version, so we'll download that one. You don't have to register. You can actually click no thanks, just start my download. But if you want to register and obviously get your a little bit of help from them, I think you actually can chat to their team. And I'll pause that here and I'll get back to you as soon as this is finished downloading. Downloaded, we will click the installer, say yes to the security warning, or open, sorry, and it will start configuring the package. Obviously we'll just wait for the package to finish. A little bit longer for me as I am encoding a video to put up onto YouTube. Say yes to the security warning again, and we'll just wait for this. Right, now I found out why it was so slow. I already had MySQL installed and it was trying to configure to see what I had. Right, so first of all we need to select one of the options below. Now we want to click the install the MySQL products, accept the license agreement, click next. Right, now it's going to connect to the internet and fetch the latest updates, which should be the right ones as we've only just downloaded it. Yep, and click next. Right, now what I'm going to do is click custom because I don't want all the random gobbledygook. Click next. Now what we want, you can keep the documentation if you like, but I'm going to remove that. Actually no, I'm going to keep the example for your purpose. The MySQL connections, now you ain't going to need all of this, so you can untick the irrelevant ones. unless you're coding. Applications, the notifier and the XL I'll remove, and then click next. Now it's going to check the requirements and click next, and this is what we're going to be installing. Click execute, and now it's going to install everything we need. I'll get back to you after it's finished. Right, we're back. It's finished installing, so now we'll click next. Now initializing the configurations for the server, so we'll next on that. The type of server that we want to do, which will be you're either going to have it configured to be a developer, which means that it will allow other applications to be mainly run on the computer. So if you're developing, say, coding or anything else other than that, if you're literally going to use the entire machine for being a server, you click the server machine, and a dedicated machine, which means only MySQL will be running on this machine. I'm going to click development machine. Enable TCP IP networking. You've got to have this connected, otherwise you ain't going to be able to use remote connections. Luckily enough, we can open all the network ports, so we won't have to use firewall like my last tutorial where I forgot. Keep it at 3306. You can change it. Just remember that this is for your database server. You can ignore the advanced options and click next. Now our root password is to configure the actual database. So if I just call that YouTube for now, YouTube, yeah, YouTube ain't weak. Right, now we want to add some users. Now this user is going to be called Busy6868. He's allowed on all hosts, so he's allowed to be remote, so he can connect from the world. The role, he's just going to be a user admin. You can use that for now. Password is going to be YouTube. Probably going to get told off for this. And then click OK. Now I wonder if we can change the role to something a little bit weaker than that. No. Right, okay, and click OK, and then next. Right, now name of your server, we're going to call it the service, so we call this MySQL. You could have left it. Run service, standard system account, custom user. Right, now leave this as standard. It's pretty much basically telling you what specific user can run advanced scenarios, like depending on what user logs in, depends on if the server's running or not. And make sure you have this ticked so it starts at the startup. Then click next, and that will configure the product for us. We've pretty much almost completed. Oh, warning last added to failed. Right, okay. That should be okay. That's probably because it's already there. Right. Click next for the next one, for your samples to be installed. And then next again to finish it off. The installation procedure has been complete. Let's start our workshop. Now we should be able to connect no matter what, as we're localhost, so we shouldn't need a firewall anyway. So what we'll do is we should have local instance localhost here, and double click that, and our root password was YouTube. Click next. Here we go. And then you'll get all your databases here. First of all, to be able to access these remotely, you'll need to make a account that is allowed to remote access the machine. So first of all, you click the home button up here, then use the server administration and type in your root password, which was YouTube, and in here is the current connections that obviously I've just tested. What you'll need to do is go to security and users and privileges. Now you'll want to create a user. I was up for a few hours trying to work this out. For some reason it wasn't working. So what I'm going to do is try again. So we create a new user by clicking down there, new account, sorry. We'll name it Fizzy6868. Right, now where it says host matching, make sure that the percentage sign is there, and type in the password of open or something. Make sure it's strong, as they'll be able to access it remotely. Also make sure that you've got your firewall done. I have shown in a few tutorials how to do the firewall. If you want me to make that on a separate video, I don't mind. And then click apply. Now select your user Fizzy6868 or whichever you made. Click administration roles, make sure they're all unticked, otherwise it won't work. Well, I think some of them might, but I know that there are some there that won't actually allow you to connect remotely. Then click the privileges above and click on Fizzy6868. Click add entry. Make sure it's any host. I done this last time. I clicked on selected host. I don't know if it's an error on my side, but that didn't seem to work. And then select the certain table you'd like it to use. So say for instance it's going to be test, and then click OK. Now as you can see that it will connect from any host, so from any IP address. The certain table, no, database, test. Privileges, none. So to set the privileges, you'd want to You'll want him to be able to, object rights, be able to select, update, delete if you want, but I don't want to be able to delete nothing. Show view, execute, run scripts, basically. Also, we want him to create tables, alter tables, index tables, create a view, and drop, and save changes. Now if we go out of the admin and out of the SQL, so now we're going to try and connect again, but using our user that was restricted. Now obviously you'd use your actual external IP address from your router, but for some reason the BT Home Hub 3 box that I use for security purposes doesn't allow you to do that, which is a bit stupid, because why am I going to hack my own box? So what we do is we create a new connection. Obviously you do this on the other computer, and type in your remote. So say if this was your friend's house, you type in your remote email IP address, or your no IP address that I taught you on how to do it on your website. So for me, my local, because I have to use local, would be, you can obviously, if this is another computer in your house, you can do the same as me, is use your local IP address, which is 192.168.1.73. that's mine. User root, I want Vizzy6868. I can store the password, but I'm not going to. Now, if you had a few databases, what you do is you could state test. That's the first one I want to see. But if you close it off, it won't matter. Click OK. Name the connection, so we'll call it Vizzy test, and click OK. Now you'll see that we've created Vizzy test here. Double click this and type in our password, which was open, I think. Yep. As you can see, even though there's only test database here, that's all I can view, because that's all that I stated. But if we go back and connect using our admin root, you can see there's more than one. There's 3 there, but Vizzy can only see test. So I hope this helped. If you need any more tutorials on how to use this software, how to add tables, delete tables, add databases and so on, and connect to them using PHP or using Java. Java's really not my strong point, but I'll give it a go for you. Or Virtual Basic, whichever you need it for. I don't mind making you a tutorial. Please rate and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and put a comment below, tell me what you think, and if you want another tutorial. Thanks very much for watching. I'm off.